First time it hasn't shot binary, you know, so it's another good job, you know. I had to take it apart. And I'll be real with y'all, to be real, this trigger pin is stuck so bad, and you shouldn't have to bang on the Glock pin. And I was having to put so much pressure, I just had to leave it alone. You know what I'm saying? I had to leave it alone. And I mean, I left this alone for months. For months. I would probably have to look up the last video. If you see the video on my page called Golden Alarm Goes By, comes out by, something like that. If you look at the date on it, that's the last time I shot this gun. I haven't done anything with it, so I think I probably took it apart a couple weeks ago and took everything apart all the way.
So how long did it take you to get it together?
What, get it back together?
Yeah.
We all know with the Glocks, when you moving that trigger pin, you gotta slide stop to get it right. Sometimes you gotta play with the trigger a little bit. So once I got the slide stop, I had it all the way up, it pushed out. Pushed it out, I just took everything out, took the trigger out, cleaned everything, put it back together, and you know, racked it. And it did, I pulled the trigger, held the trigger, racked it, and the trigger reset. Before, it would never reset. Unless you would dry firing, and I'm gonna just take the mag, even though the mag is empty, but I'm in the range, but I still want y'all to know it's about being responsible. But so what I would used to do, when you would pull the trigger, you rack it. I mean, once you let it go, the trigger go. And I mean, like you said, you see my videos, the joint shot fully auto, about three rounds, like, so I'm like, all right, I gotta fix that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, once I got it apart, probably, I mean, you know, like 20 minutes, just the basic, you know, taking the Glock apart, putting it back together. It wasn't no real work that had to be done. I don't know what in the configuration was making it be binary at that time, but I figured it out. I always thought it was this trigger, because this is the Tyrant Designs, CNC Tyrant Designs trigger, and when you put it in, it's really big inside the like, even if you look at it, and even though this is the Dagger, it's empty too. Even though this is the Dagger, look how the trigger looks compared to, you see how much space the trigger take up? So I thought it had something to do with that, because this trigger feels funny. It's a real snap. I like the reset. The reset, it pushes you. It's like a reset. It pushes that first trigger pull. Real mushy. It's real mushy. In the beginning, when you shoot it, it's cool. When I was shooting though, the left target, you can see the first one, and I just started shooting fast, like a little bit, and that's where you got the low and left. You know, right-handed, low, fast one, taking my time with the trigger. Similar to the PSA Dagger on the right. You can see I put a good group because you see how big that hole is. But you can see when I don't pay attention, you know, when I get a little careless, they start going low and to the left, I'm saying. But for the most part, you know, trigger discipline, good trigger control, good trigger pull, straight to the back, and you know, it'll be good. When my shots is off, it's just me feeling myself, getting too comfortable. You know, I'm bang, bang, bang. You see that? Bang, bang. You know, feeling good. So. That's all, but yeah, I can always put my shots on target when necessary. Y'all know I don't get to come out much, and you know I got my bro in here with me, so I'm usually got the cameras all set up. Got my bro in here, so it's a whole different way I can do my video. But yeah, y'all know for the most part, when I come to the range, it's for me having fun. And like I've been talking to some of my viewers, they do want me to engage more, go more in depth about the guns themselves, and I will start doing that. Like I say, for me, in my early years, I'm still new to guns, y'all. Like, you know, I'm a gunsmith now, so my knowledge is, I got a nice knowledge base, but in the early years, I was just having fun shooting. I'm getting new to shooting, you know what I'm saying? So I was bringing y'all to the range with me while I just shoot. That's really what it was. I really wasn't even talking to y'all, but now I got a nice knowledge, you know what I'm saying? Your boy is a certified gunsmith, so I'm gonna start going into more detail and sharing some of my information, you know what I'm saying? it hurt me because it's one of my top companies, but the Canik MC9. The Canik MC9, that's the only gun that I have bought since I've been buying guns that like, I was just totally disappointed. Like, I was getting the MC9 thinking it was gonna replace my TP9. And to be real, they were so small, my plan was I was gonna get a black one and an FDE one, swap the slides, you know what I'm saying, and carry, I was literally gonna carry both of them, left and right hand, you know what I'm saying, I was gonna carry both of them in the appendix because they that small, and it had feeding issues, and then I realized when you watch reviews, it's a lot of negative reviews on that MC9. Like, a lot of people had issues, some had no issues, like a lot of guys, but some had no issues, mine had issues. It was like failure to feed, failure to go in the battery, you know, it was a lot of, and the slide was real tight, like it was real tight. And then you know, also by the size of it, I didn't like it was too small. Like it was too small, and I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying for me though, it wasn't for me. Like I ain't like the way it felt in my hand. I ain't like the way it shot. I ain't really like that's the one, since I've been buying guns and been getting things, that's the one. And I was really I had high hopes for the MC9. That was going to be, and that's what led me to getting the macro. And I guess things happen for a reason, because the macro I think is the best carry.
Yeah, it shoots pretty good.
I think that's the best carry gun on the market to me. Cinemax going to the red. That's what I'm going for. I don't know. That was the macro, that's bad. Is that the macro? I don't know, because I know I've been shooting everything. I shot the Prodigy here, I shot the Rival here. It was around, I know I don't know what was down here. That's crazy. How many?
Fuck their appendix up.
I know, right? That might be the macro, man. Hold on, man.
You gotta redeem yourself, man.
Yeah, I gotta see. What that wasn't cool right there.
Where you going with it?
I'm going back to that red dot in the middle because it's still wide open.
Okay.
I know I can get a little loose with my shooting sometimes, so I just wanted to make, because you know, I don't like faulting the gun. Every time I see bad shots or not where I want, I blame myself. So
right.
I just be having to make sure, and like when you were saying right there, with me, I keep it real. I just gotta take my time with that trigger pull. It's all about the smooth.
Yeah, that trigger pull is different than the others.
Right, yeah.
You know
This is like I don't want it, not, when I say snappy trigger, not snappy like the gun being snappy, but it's like it snaps. Like even if you can,
yeah.
Like even the reset is very audible. Like you hit, like that's what it feel like that. That's how I feel when you pull. Click, clack, click, clack. That's what so is, and that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. And you know, you just really pull smoothly through that trigger, straight back. And so, and like the reason I know, as y'all know, most of my guys got optics, red dots, and they are good. That's why I asked my bro, what was the red dot like? He said it was good, because I know I get them right for me. And I usually do like 10, 15 yards at the most when I set my dots. You know, I just set it for 10 yards for the most part. And so I noticed that with my dots, if I take my time on any of my guys that got red, to take my time, it's gonna be right in the middle. Like it's gonna be right where I'm aiming. So, you know, I just figured that when I'm shooting, you know, I just start to feel good. Shooting thing with me too, like as y'all know, I shoot a lot of different guns. Every gun feels different.
Yeah, exactly.
Every gun feels different when you shoot it. So, you know, that's why you see something. Like, and I'll be honest, like I tell people before, I said before, I shoot my EDC the least. On the Platypus, I really shoot the Platypus better with gloves because, and you know, and I know Stealth Arms, y'all have heard this a lot. Their chain link grip, it's not bad, but it's not aggressive. A new grip texture. But like I said, with gloves, and I also think if I had a 4 1/4 inch, like how the Prodigy is, because I love the way the Prodigy feel in my hand. If I had 4 1/4 inch, 4 1/4 inch would be a lot. You can just see that. That's very well made. For the price that you're getting this at, you're not going to get the things you get in this gun. You won't get that for this price with nobody else. So, no knock on Stealth Arms nowhere. Same spot, same middle.
You was doing good, man.
Did I say I'm fast?
Yeah.
Yeah, I always do that.
You was doing good.
When I'm taking my time, I know what I'm doing. And then it's like when I'm taking my time, so long I just want to start having fun. So, yeah, boy. Yeah, you are right about it.
Yeah. And then you started. I think after you paused, then that's where, you know.
Right, yeah. I just started getting loose with it. Like I said, I think what I like so much about the rival, and I can't wait till I get them at home and put them on the scale. Like I really want to see.
Attention on lane 1, you have 5 minutes. Lane 1, 5 minutes.
I really want to know the weight on this. Like, so that's what really makes this so good. But I guess if I'm gonna be honest, just right now and even in the short, you can't compare. You can't even compare a Canik trigger to a 2011. You can't. I mean, like that's really what I wanted to see. But what I want y'all to know is that's how good the Canik trigger is. That you can even think to compare it to, because people are in competitions with these. I want y'all to know that, and they've won. Some people have won with these. So, and when you know the main competition gun is the 2011 for real. So, like I said, I'm gonna give it more. And I can't even say between the Prodigy and the Platypus right now because I ain't shoot them like that. I just know for me shooting the rival right now, shooting the Platypus last. I think I shot the rival first, Prodigy second, Platypus last. Like I said, the smoothness of that Prodigy is different. It do feel different. It feel different.
Yeah.
Like I said, I like the way this feel in my hands the most.
Yeah.
I like how this feel in my hands, and even the grip texture, everything.
No, hell
See,
no.
the last round. Let's see how that last round popped up. You got this on camera, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, and I don't want to shit on a men too. A men too. This is a American. Look, I don't like shit on American brand companies, yo. But I've had nothing but issues out of y'all 15. And it wasn't me hitting the mag release. This has done this before. I think y'all problem is these polymer feed lips with no metal or anything, and I don't know if it got bent or what, but I've always had issues out of y'all magazines. I just want y'all to know that, with all due respect. Very fun day, you know what I'm saying, especially with my brother. I let my brother get to shoot some of my new joints, you know, my new toys. That's always fun, but yeah, good time, man. As always, Mega Guns, ThinkMegaTV, think greater than, above all, be responsible. When it comes to be responsible, can't have no BS mags, yo. BS mags going to trash, yo. ThinkMegaTV.